You're welcome, world. It's a science. But the more we do this, the uneasier it makes me feel. This is just not natural.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to get to Mexico for my big hunt.
Good luck.
Welcome to MeatEater Experiments. Today, Brent and I are going to do the worst we can to this rifle and scope to see if we can make it go out of zero. It's going to be a test to just see what level of abuse this setup can take before it actually gets out of zero. We're going to start by putting it in this rifle case, chucking it down the hill, dragging it behind a truck. We're going to take it out of the case, drop it down on the ground from a couple different distances. I'm gonna strap it to a backpack, fall over with it. This is all just so that when you're out in the field and you have a little accident and you ding the scope, you ding the rifle, you can say, that was probably heavy enough that I need to re-zero or at least check my zero, or you know what, I can probably live with that and I can still attempt to shoot an animal. Brent, have you ever had a scope go out of zero?
Not that I can recollect right offhand, I never have. You know, I shoot, I'm a bow hunter primarily, but I know a lot of folks that have. And this will be a testament about to what degree you start having some concern about your rifle if it falls out of the chair or if it slips off the side of the tailgate or whatever. So maybe it'll get a mark to kind of go by to when you should really be concerned. Especially, you know, if on a hunt of a lifetime when you've traveled halfway across the country and you got that rifle there, you want to be sure. So
it's always good to check zero. I mean, I will not go hunting after we have traveled without it, so. All right, before we do any of the tests, I'm gonna confirm zero by shooting a 3-shot group, make sure the gun is dialed, it's zeroed, and then we're gonna start beating it up.
it's a good group.
All right, first up, gun is just, you put it away in the case, you're all ready to go on your trip, it's on the workbench, and then little Jimmy walks over and pulls it off.
That guy.
Ready? On 3. 1, 2, 3. That ain't gonna do nothing. Same spot.
Same spot that first round went. Time to get mad at it now. Well, we appreciate you flying the friendly skies.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to get to Mexico for my big hunt.
Good luck.
Okay. That was worse than it falling off the table.
Yep. Let it rip. Shot.
That didn't do it.
That's a good shot.
This is for an example. We're not saying that anybody should ever lean their rifle like this against a vehicle. It's unsafe. We just want to see if this amount of force, the impact, will cause it to be off. So,
Rifle's unloaded. Bolt is back. We're just gonna let gravity do its thing.
think that did it?
I don't think it did.
I don't either. We'll try it.
Two inches to the right. Got the same hole. That's the best group you've shot all day.
I had zero wind, the wind wasn't blowing at all, and that third shot was a little bit right. So I would count that as there hasn't been a zero shift. All right, what's next? We're just gonna drop it out of our hands straight to the ground.
Yep, let's do it.
So after dropping it about 3 feet off the ground from like where my hand would just hang if I was walking with my rifle in the woods and then dropped it, that did not change point of impact. So now, do you think we should try it on the dirt versus the gravel?
Yeah, let's do that.
Or should we lift it up just a little bit higher and go to the dirt?
Yeah, we can do them both at the same place. Weapon is unloaded.
I'm glad you're doing this, Brent. You have a clear conscience. I couldn't sleep tonight if I did this rifle.
Here we go.
We're good. We're gonna have to take one for the team here in fall.
Wow.
Was that a lot? Enough?
It was good.
Did it look like it took an impact?
It did very much. Did it hurt?
No. Knocked the hat off my head, so it's
Well, let's try it.
something happened. Let's go top right of that second from the left target.
Okay. To the right about an inch. Same hole almost. That's a good group.
Yeah, and I think it shifted 1 inch to the right, yeah?
Yep.
There's actually less wind now than I think I shot that last group, but it definitely shifted an inch.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a lot. That's interesting. I would have thought that you dropping it at shoulder height right to the scope would have
Right.
done more
Than
than
that.
me just kind of, half-assedly falling back onto it.
Right.
That was 200 pounds of Latvian flex, squashing it between the Latvian and the earth, so that might have done it.
That may have been it.
Yeah.
That may have been it, but it's still a tight group. But 100 yards, you kill an elk, absolutely. 300 yards,
Well, at 300 yards, it's probably 3 inches
yeah.
off, so you're probably still in the vitals. So we've been able to force it to shift a little bit. What are we gonna do to really make this scope be like drastically off? Okay, how about we tie it to the back of that pickup truck and we drive it up and down the road a little bit. Well, bottom got a little scratched up, Brent.
This is the kind of stuff I buy on Facebook Marketplace right here. Slightly
It
used.
looked slightly used, yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty impressive, really, that for the most part, this thing's intact.
Yeah.
The wheels are still on it, both handles are on it, and the 4 latches.
Never came open.
Let's go see what the gun looks like. Yeah, she looks about the same.
One piece.
Yeah.
Give me what you're feeling, what's your gut feeling?
I'm gonna go with on.
I'll go with off.
Now, what's gonna be called off? Anything more than an inch?
Well, I think anything more than where the 0 was.
No, I know, but I mean, my group is roughly an inch, so
Oh yeah.
you know what I mean?
For sure.
Uh-oh.
Let's see where it is.
Okay, we are not on paper that I can see.
I did not observe that at all.
All right, I'm gonna move over a whole target to the right and shoot the center.
No paper. Yep. You're back on that paper, just to the right of the previous one. Yeah, it looks like you're about 8 inches off the center.
Yeah, so I didn't lose any vertical, any elevation. That stayed the true, but my my windage is off by 8 MOA. It can't withstand, like you said, the inertia of being bounced around, even though that case protected it. I mean, there's no dings in this scope or the rifle, but just that shaking. But that was 60 to 80 miles an hour bouncing. That's a lot of forces.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
That was not normal. That was extreme.
Yeah, that's like loading it on the plane and it falling off about halfway to Colorado.
Yeah, like when you made it up like 300 feet and then it somehow slipped out the back and it tumbled to the ground. That would be the same. Brent, I'm pretty impressed by what we did to that scope. Just to quickly run through it all, like dropped it in the case off the table.
Yep.
We let it drop off of a table onto the ground. We dropped it horizontally from 3 feet. We dropped it horizontally from 5 feet.
Yeah.
It withstood it all. The groups didn't shift much at all until I fell onto it. Slight shift to the right. I was calling this the center of my group. So you can see here, the center of my group moved about 1 inch. And then dragging it behind the truck and making the case fly at 80 miles an hour, I aimed here, and this was my impact. So you called it at 8, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, maybe even more, like 9 inches left.
But I mean, it's anecdotally too, it was still on.
Yeah.
Horizontally.
Yeah, it is surprising that even with any of the shifts that we had, it was only horizontal and really the elevation never changed. Yeah. If there's a takeaway for me, it's probably like, if it sounds and looks like a pretty soft fall, and that included, dropping it from 3 feet onto gravel, probably okay, especially if you're only shooting whitetail deer at 100 yards, right? Like not gonna be a game changer. And then it took a lot to get a major shift like that.
Well, it just goes to show you that there's going to be some type of impact on it, and you just got to be prepared. You need to take the extra rounds with you, have them with you, and be prepared to get that zero back to where it goes. Because not only do you owe it to you're keeping your equipment up, we owe it to the animals that we're chasing too. 100%,
100%. And especially airline travel.
Yeah.
Once that case leaves your sight and until you pick it up next. So the takeaway is light little bumps to the scope, probably not gonna change the outcome of your hunt, but it's definitely gonna be good to check your zeros.